Welcome to all of you this evening for Chabad of Hewlett's Gala dinner. It's my honor and privilege to participate in this evening's event. The Lubavitcher Rebbe Zatzal always taught when two Jews get together, they must be sure to take care of a third. So I'd like to start this evening with a donation of tzedakah. Charity. May all of you here this evening share in the mitzvah, and may it inspire each and every one of you to take this opportunity and make this world a better place. Take care of a third person. Take care of a fourth person. Take care of each other. The videos this evening will speak for themselves, but I'd like to personally thank the rabbi, the rebbitzin, their children, their family, for all of their tireless work. I wish the honorees Mazel Tov and thank each and every one of them and you for being here this evening and making this evening a success. And now, let the program begin. I'd like to call on Eitan Schwarzsteiten to say a Perek Tehillim.
Lemanesa Mizmor LaDavid. Lord, deliver us. May the King answer on us on the day we call.
I come from Latvia, and Gina comes from Belarus. The communist bloc is a little different life for Judaism. It was there. For my dad, who wasn't able to finish dental school because he was Jewish, they threw him out of that school just for that reason alone. I remember as a child going on the bus and having somebody say a nasty, derogatory remark that you're Jewish. You know, on every occasion we always give credit to our parents, who in 1977, both of our parents decided to leave the country that oppressed us religiously, morally, and come to a better life in America. Gina and I are not very familiar with Judaism in the sense where our parents observed the holidays and they tried to eat kosher food as much as they could. It was very difficult in Russia. We did the same thing. We kept kosher. We went to the shul on the high holy holidays, and not until that I came to Hewlett and I got introduced to Chabad of Hewlett and Rabbi and Rebbitzin Tenenbaums that my craving for my religion and craving for to know all the customs and trades and to know Judaism better.
The Chabad house we first saw, I believe Rifki was pregnant when I first met her, and I went in there to give a small gift, and it was just a little hole in the wall next to Dunkin' Donuts, and something about the aura there was just so huge and warming and welcoming that you forgot about the space and you just wanted to come in.
We started going to the Chabad house, and everything else unraveled. Everything started.
We keep meeting more and more people. We see more children every Shabbat, and it's just, the Kiddush is becoming enormous, and I think that it's just so beautiful, inspirational, and positive. We would be happy to see it expand even more.
A few years ago, brought me great nachas where my son and I got a chance to light the menorah, Hanukkah, an ice party that the rabbi and rebbitzin threw, and Brandon and I lit the ice menorah, and as we see hundreds and hundreds of kids and adults from the neighborhood here celebrating Hanukkah. What a wonderful, how lucky people we are that we live in this country where we're allowed to celebrate all the Jewish holidays. We always had a feeling for Judaism, but Chabad House just brings it all out in us. I come to shul to daven, and twice a week Rabbi and I have a study session afterwards. Shabbos, we come to shul as a family. My son just can't wait to go to shul. He never wants to miss it. To him it's a wonderful activity. He meets with friends, he plays there, and he's always asked to stay there longer.
He loves being called up to the Torah by the rabbi and to learn about the Parsha stories and the life lessons that usually the rabbi explains so nicely.
And his favorite is when we do Birchat Kohanim, and when he comes up and with me under my talis and says those blessings of the Kohen, and it's awfully special.
The Jewish bat mitzvah club for adult women who never had a chance to celebrate their bat mitzvah, and like some other people who came from the former Soviet Union could relate to my experience, where you were not allowed to learn, do, or practice anything Jewish. So to me, that was extra inspirational and meaningful.
We're lucky and blessed to be able to practice Judaism of free will, without repercussions or without any danger. And it's just wonderful to be in this community where it's so easy to practice Judaism, and it's so easy to be a Jew.
Mary and Gina Bashkin onto the stage.
Presented to Barry and Gina Beshkin with much appreciation and admiration, Chabad of Hewlett 5778.
The Chabad house is not just for somebody who's observant, not observant. It's irrelevant.
Judgment-free zone,
It's judgment-free
open door
zone.
policy, every Jew's welcome.
And the idea that it's a home for everybody. A suggestion was brought to us from another community to form a Russian Shabbat, and for the last few years, every June we have a Russian Shabbat.
Bringing people from former Soviet Union backgrounds kind of together to celebrate one Shabbat as one, especially knowing the constraints that were made back in the former Soviet Union, that you could not do this, but now here openly you can.
I believe last year we had over 250 people. It was just the essence of the show, what the Chabad house means to us, what it does to the community, how we all get together, and how Rabbi and Rivki inspire us into just being a great community leaders for us and our family. As we got involved in the Chabad house, we realized that there's no outside funds that generate any money from the Chabad house. Everything that the Chabad house gets, it's from its community. And it genuinely becomes a reflection of us. Whatever the community gives, provides, helps, is what the Chabad house is. And it's very important, and I recommend urgently, strongly to donate, to give your time, money, energy, and contribute what you can to this wonderful facility that provides us a home away from home. What is the Chabad house to us? It's warmth, strength, energy. It's inspirational. It's educational. It's unity, friendship, friends.
And that is the Chabad house.
Thank you to Rabbi and Rebbitzin Tenenbaum and members of the Chabad of Hewlett for selecting me as one of the honorees at the 3rd annual Dinner Gala. At the same time, I would like to congratulate the other honorees who are being recognized this evening. When I think about the priorities and goals of the Chabad of Hewlett, I think about families, values, and faith. The programs at this congregation are all-encompassing, embracing the littlest members of our community in Baby Chino, students in the Hewlett High Club, and adults through the Men's Social Club and Women's Circle. Not only have members of this congregation strengthened the Jewish identity through timeless Jewish values, but you have also enriched and enhanced the communities of the 5 towns through a host of selfless endeavors. Growing up in nearby Island Park, my parents embraced the same imperatives that are emblematic of the Chabad of Hewlett family. A strong value system and a commitment to the well-being of others have been my motivation as I pursued a career in public service and volunteered in my hometown. As a former chief of the Island Park Fire Department, I helped a devastated community recover from Superstorm Sandy. As a detective in the New York City Police Department, my focus has been the safety and welfare of families in New York City. Since joining the Hempstead Town Board as a councilman in 2016, my goals and priorities remain focused on neighbors like you. I've worked hard to cut government spending for 3 consecutive years in Hempstead Town so taxpayers would have at least one level of government that lives within a budget. We've partnered with medical professionals, training town employees and community groups to use the heroin reversal drug Narcan. Town staff has already saved 1 heroin overdose victim. Recently, I acquired 50 automatic external defibrillators at no cost to taxpayers, and we've brought 1 man back from the brink of death as a result. Moreover, our community is a much better place because of the people at the Chabad of Hewlett. You are my inspiration as I work to serve the residents of America's largest township. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Well, it's my honor to be here, and let's just give a round of applause to Rabbi Tannenbaum for this evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It is really my honor to introduce to you tonight someone who's really dedicated to public service and is really doing a phenomenal job. I'll just say one thing, Rabbi. I know I'm under time pressure here, but when I attended the International Conference of Chabad Rabbis a couple of weeks ago in Bayonne, New Jersey, the room was filled with people who are dedicated to community. And that's really a testament to the Rebbe and what he taught us. One thing that the Rebbe always talked about, such a spiritual man who reached across the globe, but always talked about time management and always using every minute of the day to better the world and make things better for our common man. And that's one thing that separates the Rebbe from so many religious leaders, so spiritual and so dedicated. It's my honor to introduce tonight someone who embodies those same principles in every day in his job and in his life, cares about people, works hard for people. It's my honor to introduce Councilman Anthony D'Esposito. Anthony.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and a special thank you to Rabbi and Rebbitzin Tannenbaum for the great work that they do for the Chabad of Hewlett. I must say that as someone who was and still is a New York City detective, I never once, when I was standing a footpost in front of 770 Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, the Chabad headquarters, did I ever think that just a little over a decade later, I'd be standing in a room being recognized by the Chabad. So I appreciate that very much. One thing that draws me to the Chabad is something that I've grown up in and what my parents have instilled in me, and that is charity, unity, family, and faith. And I don't think that there are 2 people that do more and work harder in the 5 towns communities than Rabbi Tannenbaum and his family that really live and embody those very words. I was a graduate of Chaminade High School, who I would say also probably didn't see me being honored by the Chabad when I was graduating from there. But our motto at Chaminade was, a Chaminade man does the right thing for the right reasons at the right time, regardless of who's watching. And I will continue to live like a Chaminade man, and I will tell you that many people who are part of the Chabad of Hewlett live those same words as a Chaminade man do. So thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Scott and Sigal, along with their dear children, are such an integral part of Chabad of Hewlett. Scott is always ready for anything that needs to get done and always helping with a smile. We feel fortunate to have them part of the Chabad family.
join us in welcoming our parents, Scott and Sigal Caridi.
Good evening. I'm Ann Thun, and this is my husband, Leonard Thun, and we are speaking from our home in Florida. We are the parents of Robin and Zachary Garrett. Robin and Zach, you have honored us as your parents by being involved in Yiddishkeit and many worthy causes. I love you both very much. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our children, Robin and Zachary. Together, you both built a beautiful Jewish home where Jewish values constitute its entire foundation. Today, you are being publicly acknowledged by a wonderful organization for your contributing efforts to help make it possible for Chabad to continue to do the kind of work they do in bringing Jews and Jewish children back home where they belong. So for this, we extend our warmest, heartfelt Yasher Koach as we, your parents, enjoy the nachas of the honor bestowed upon you. We love you dearly. Mazel tov.
I am Anna Gerut, a survivor from the Holocaust. Zachary Gerut is my son, his wife, Robin. I love them very much. I am very proud of my son Zachary and Robin, my daughter-in-law. I am very proud that they are honored by Chabad. Mazel tov. Have a wonderful evening.
Hi, I'm Robin.
And I'm Zachary.
Welcome to our home. As you can see, we're getting ready for Hanukkah, and it is a very big deal in our family. We're all very excited. It's actually one of the things we have in common with the Chabad. We like to celebrate big. With that, I'd like to tell you how we got involved with the Chabad and why. I was raised in a very loving traditional home. Zach and I came from very different backgrounds, yet we both wanted to give our children a strong sense of Judaism, so we decided to put the kids in day school. This was not an easy decision, and it was a major lifestyle change for both of us. Most parents have no trouble helping their kids with their homework in second grade, but by that time, our kids already knew more Hebrew than us. Even so, book learning didn't seem to be enough. Then our family was invited to Shabbat dinner at a religious friend's home. The entire evening was filled with heartwarming Jewish tradition and the most beautiful spiritual singing called Zmiros. From this wonderful experience, I fell in love with Shabbos on a whole new level and became determined to bring that joy, that ruach, to my home every Shabbos and holidays. Very quickly, Zachary and I learned the prayers and songs mostly from our kids. Their beautiful singing filled the room, and the joyous noise of their little hands drumming the rhythm on the table made Shabbos a wonderful experience for all. It was through these experiences that we were drawn to the Chabad house. As soon as you walk in, Rabbi and Rifki are waiting to welcome any and all. Whether you are a well-versed Jew or you've never entered a synagogue, you will be amazed how comfortable you will feel right away. We have enjoyed Shabbos and holidays at the Chabad house, which is not only filled with prayer and tremendous spirituality, but the beautiful sound of children running around, playing, laughing, and having fun. I have experienced their after-school program and been amazed by the smiles and excitement on the children's faces. All of this is due to Rabbi Tenenbaum and his wife Rifki. They have a natural ability to bring that ruach that is so important, a spiritual, happy feeling to all of those that are in their presence. I know I speak for both myself and Zachary when we send our sincerest gratitude to both of them for their devotion to our community, most significantly for their devotion to the future of our Jewish children and grandchildren. Wishing them a mazel tov on another successful year.
Some of you may be wondering, what is the Chabad exactly? Some of you may have had some limited exposure. Oftentimes, the first encounter is when you're on vacation to a faraway place and you stumble upon an unexpected Jewish symbol on a door, and inside is a tiny outpost of Jewish life, a religious few rooms in the middle of nowhere. Right at this moment, there's a Chabad house in 100 countries around the world, including places like South Korea and the Congo. You can imagine how much dedication a person must have to live there and try to establish Jewish life in this faraway place. Most of us would agree that Hewlett is not much of an outpost, but believe it or not, there was a need here. Part of the proof is how many people are sitting around you. One of the most beautiful things about Chabad, and probably the thing that might indeed distinguish it from all other Jewish institutions, is that no matter who you are or where you are from, you are equally welcome. The people that gravitate towards Chabad have very different stories and very different reasons for becoming involved. But everyone who participates in one way or another will agree that it is a very kind and caring and welcoming place. Rabbi has been here for only a few years, but he's provided the community with a very strong magnet of warmth and acceptance for so many people seeking a comfortable place for them to feel and be Jewish. A place where it doesn't matter how religious or observant you are. It doesn't matter whether you can donate or not. The Chabad is a place where the only requirement to be there is that you're open to experience the joy of being Jewish. My parents were Holocaust survivors who met after their war. Both of their families were wiped out completely. This really engulfs the psyche of kids growing up with it. And being Jewish seemed to me not to be much of a positive in my life, especially since I grew up near South Boston. You can imagine I was not the most eager participant in Jewish observances and traditions. Every week I have the pleasure of spending time learning with the rabbi, discussing Jewish law, learning the reasons we observe holidays and traditions, but most importantly studying the Torah. His enthusiasm, his dedication to making it an enjoyable experience are very remarkable. It is a time I look forward to every week, doing something that many years ago I never thought I would do. To me, the Chabad is so special because its primary mission is to promote the positive feelings of Judaism to all, especially to children. It is so very important to give kids real love for the Jewish experience, to make them proud to be Jewish, and to make these feelings last a lifetime. It is so very important because our children and our grandchildren represent the future of our people. I'd like to thank my wonderful wife, Robin, for helping this evening become a success. I reluctantly accepted this undeserved honor. She did absolutely everything else. And I thank her for encouraging my children's involvement in Judaism, which I can now see represents a true resurrection of my parents' families and their lives before the war tore everything apart. Thank you all so much for taking the time to attend this dinner. Have a wonderful time.
I was asked specifically to do this in 10 seconds. I've never successfully done anything in 10 seconds, so I'm going to try to do it in about 30. Robin and Zachary Getter are my parents. It would be only respectful and appropriate to say at least one small thing before I introduce them. When my daughter was born, there was a l'chaim. People were rightfully drinking and celebrating. I certainly was. And a very close friend and mentor of mine came over to me, and he handed me a shot of vodka, and he said, "May you bring her tremendous nachas." And I thought, okay, he had a couple of shots. He means that she'll bring me nachas because that's how it works. And I thought about it, and I realized, no, this is a very thoughtful person. He's saying it just as it is. And when I look today, as a parent and as a child, I understand the meaning and the depth of the meaning that the nachas a person can receive from their parents. In truth, the Jewish people bringing each other nachas is the essence of Chabad, and teaching each other to get nachas from themselves and from each other and from their relationship with Hashem. For that reason, when I look at the relationship that my parents have built with Rabbi Tenenbaum and his whole family and the wonderful community and Yiddishkeit in general, I can't help but find myself back in that moment when I understood and I understand that bringing nachas, getting nachas from one's parents, one's children, and one's community is the point. So, mazel tov to everybody, mazel tov Rabbi and Rebbetzin Tenenbaum, and I'd like to formally introduce and bring my parents up here to say a few words.
Is that how you do it? Rabbi wants me to take a picture, and he's really the boss. I've learned that. But I'm going to just override 1 second. I'm going to let everybody eat dinner in 2 seconds. I just want to tell you that Zachary and I feel so much gratitude towards all the friends and family that came out for us. We can never express what it means to us. To my sister Barbara for having my back through this whole thing and helping me become the whole committee. And to my children who do live under the blessing, you honor us every day, and I love you. And to my parents in Florida, I want to say that I'll be there in the morning, and thank you for always supporting us. To my husband, who asked me to do this, and I reluctantly said yes, it was not easy, I thank you, because on different levels, I got to know Rabbi and Rifki, who I can honestly call my dear friends today. And I just want to say this. If you've never gone to the Chabad, step out of yourself. Step out of your box and into the Chabad house. It will be an experience like none you've ever had. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all so very much for coming tonight. We appreciate it very much.
Stephen, would you please make hamotzi for us?
Baruch ata Adonai Anochi melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. Enjoy your meal, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the food.
My name is Ann DeMichael. I'm a Five Towns resident most of my life, from Rockaway to Woodmere. I graduated from Far Rockaway High School. It wasn't Chaminade, but it was phenomenal. And on behalf of the county executive, I would like to honor our councilman first, Anthony Desposito, who is amazing. and represents Woodmere and part of the 5 towns amazingly. So, Anthony, where are you? The next honorees, Barry and Gina Beshkin. Our next honorees is Dr. Zachary and Robin Garrett.
Thank you very much.
Our next honorees, Scott and Segal Herity.
Anything, just swing, doesn't matter. Face the camera a little. Now put 2 hands together. Yeah, and do anything you want, it doesn't matter. Every week without fail, the rabbi comes to my office so we can learn together. Learning the essence of Judaism and learning our history is not only incredibly interesting, but it's enlightening and it enhances me as a human being. In return, it is my pleasure to do anything I can for the rabbi in any way I can.
L'chaim. Wow. Good Yantif. Tonight, we are here to celebrate our 3rd gala dinner of Chabad of Hewlett. In Judaism, the number 3 is a number of strength, a sign of continuity. So, l'chaim chazak. I would like to say 2 simple words that hold such a deep meaning. Thank you. Thank you to our dear Rebbe who entrusted in us his shluchos, to be his lamplighters to Hewlett. We hope to be true lamplighters of Torah and Chassidus to our community. Thank you to Rabbi and Mrs. Talden of Chabad of Long Island. Thank you to Rabbi and Mrs. Wallowik of Chabad of 5 Towns for allowing us to be an affiliate. Thank you, Sarah Bixer, Karen Rosen, Vicky Goldhuber, and Tatiana Dubrow for putting together the raffles and prizes. A huge and tremendous thank you to Barbara Lass for all you did to make tonight possible. A tremendous thank you to Larissa Layas for all you did to make tonight possible. Mazel tov, and thank you to our wonderful honorees, not just for tonight, but for every day and night, and for all you do for our Chabad house. I want to also thank my dear parents who joined us tonight, Rabbi and Mrs. Zev Katz. Thank you to our diamond sponsors of tonight's magnificent dinner, VI Properties, Thun Family, Century 21 Real Estate. Thank you to each and every one of you, each one of you as an individual, and all of you as a community, for making our community, the Chabad House of Hewlett, more than just a community, a family. L'chaim, Mazel Tov to the Chabad family. Looking forward to seeing all of you at another magnificent Chabad event shortly.
And thank you, Rivki. We're not going to complete the thank you list without thanking the club. I would like to ask Barry, please.
How are you? I want to thank C. Wayne Country Club. We have a lot of members here representing the club. And we have our president, Alan Jacobs, who is a supporter. Thank you, Alan. Thank you to C. Wayne Country Club for allowing this beautiful gala here today. And it's our second time in C. Wayne, and hope to be many, many more years to come. I want to thank every member who came out today to support Chabad, to support the candidates, to support the honorees, to support C. Wayne. And I just want to say that this is a great home. This has been my home for 7 years. This is an unbelievable place, and I consider myself lucky to be a part of such a wonderful country club we have here today. And, you know, all the honorees, we all got honored today, and we appreciate it, but the real honor goes to the rabbi and the rebbitzin. You know, they do all their work selflessly. You know, they do it helping all of us in any way they need. They're all there. They're there for us, and they're always there. They're there 24 hours. So as far as me getting the award, I feel a little bit strange here. I feel like I should be giving the award instead of getting the award. But the award we get from them is not just on a one gala night, but it's every day of our lives. It's whether it's on Shabbos, it's whether it's on a holiday, and whether it's on a bake night, challah night, or Purim, we get our rewards from Rabbi every day. And I'll tell you, as we are lucky to have the Tenenbaums in this community. We are fortunate. We're fortunate to live here. We're fortunate to belong to C. Wayne, and we're fortunate to have the Tenenbaums. Now, I just want to do one more thank you. I want to acknowledge that we also have the mayor of Hewlett Harbor here, who's a very big supporter. Mark Weiss is here with his wife, and we appreciate all your help. I know you're always here. We saw you on Yom Kippur, and we appreciate all your support as well. So thank you, Mark, Hewlett Harbor. Thank you, C. Wayne. Thank you all guys for coming out. Thank you for being here. And most importantly, thank you to the rabbi and the rebbitzin.
There's not much to add after those beautiful videos and those beautiful speeches. I just want to say again, Mazel Tov to the honorees. Mazel Tov to each and every one of you for celebrating another year of success in the Chabad House and a tremendous success at this gala dinner. Thank you so much. Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov, but happy holiday. Happy holiday. Today is a holiday. Not only that we're celebrating today the community, today the 19th of Kislev in the Hebrew calendar is a big holiday. It's a big holiday when we're celebrating and commemorating the liberation of the first Chabad Rebbe Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi. Today, we're commemorating not only the physical liberation of the Alter Rebbe, also the spiritual day when basically the Chabad movement, as we know it today, started. So today, as we know in the Chabad language, we call it the Rosh Hashanah of Chassidut, the Rosh Hashanah of Chassidus. So I would like to wish each and every one of you happy Rosh Hashanah. Don't worry, we're not going to blow the shofar or to have long services. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. L'chaim, we should always know our Judaism is so good. The first Chabad Rebbe once said there was a big debate about the way where Hasidus brings the philosophy of Hasidus. And the Alter Rebbe came to a debate in a place called Minsk. And in Minsk, there were many scholars in Torah, and they all came to debate the Alter Rebbe. Do we really need the Chabad movement? Do we really need the Chabad philosophy? They all gathered together in the big shul, and the Alter Rebbe got to the podium and knocked and said just one verse from the Torah with most beautiful tune. The Alter Rebbe said, Tamureu ki tov Hashem. And then he translated it. Taste it, if you taste it, you'll see how good it is. We all have questions about Judaism, why and how we should or we should not. Come the Alter Rebbe and said, taste it, try, see how beautiful Judaism is. If it's Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, it's not a day to suffer, it's a good day. Each and every day, it's a day to celebrate and to thank Hashem. So thank you, everybody. Gut Yom Tev, Lech Shana Tova, Tikatvu v'Tichatemu. Thank you very much.